Hey, I'm Mark, and today I'm doing my 400 service, 400 hour service on my L2501 Hydrostatic. I bought everything from the dealership that they recommend. Got 3 oil filters and 1 fuel filter. 15W40 oil. We're in a hot climate here, and I've got my maintenance schedule here. And it all ran roughly $396 for everything. So let me get the camera set up over here and we'll get started. Get everything up where we can get to it. Well, let's get the oil draining. So that is the drain plug. It is 24 millimeter. I already loosened it. And over 6 gallons. There's a crush washer there. So I'm gonna have to put the plug back in, and the bucket's gonna overflow. There's 4 drains that we gotta drain for the hydraulic and 2 on the engine oil. You can hear it whistling as the air comes in. All right, well, I emptied the bucket for the first time. Be sure you got rubber gloves on and lots of paper towels. My tractor is 1/3 of the time it's out on a construction site, and I'll bring it back home. I got acreage and it helps me with all my chores around here, and then I also have a sawmill business and I use it for moving logs and beams on and off the sawmill. So it stays pretty busy. And our church, once a month, first Saturday of the month, we have a group of men, and we go out and help the widows in the church. And I'm always bringing the tractor and pulling up plants and cutting down trees and stuff. So I make a living with this tractor. So that looks like that this second bucket's going to be plenty. So I'm going to let that just drain for a while. All right, well, that one's dripping. I'm going to go to the next one here. And I've already loosened it. It's also 24 millimeter with a crush washer. So I don't think it's going to come shooting out or anything. And we'll let that one drain. And then next, we got 2, one on each side back here. Y'all can see that, one on each side. And we'll drain those as well. All right, we got our 2 plugs back in, and there's 3 grease fittings here. I'll put a squirt of grease in those in a minute. Next, we're going to drain. This is the last lowest spot here by the back tires. Pretty good bit coming out. I wasn't expecting that much. Oil looks good and clean. You don't have to worry about getting every drop out, because there's still going to be oil in the cylinders and all that on the front end loader, and it looks really clean. I put a small rare earth magnet on all of my fuel filters and oil filters. I figure, why not? It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Well, we're gonna have to empty here. Way more fuel, oil in there than I thought. All right, next is the hydrostatic fuel filter. Here's my little rare earth magnet. So you want to make sure that the gasket did come off, and I'm just going to touch to lubricate that one. And we'll just screw the new one back on. Manual says once you get it hand tight, just give it another quarter turn or so. You don't have to go crazy tight. All right, to the other side now. All right, next is this one. I'm gonna move the rare earth magnet. We'll let that drain a minute. Put a little bit of oil around it. Everything looks good and clean. Put my rare earth magnet back on there. All right, next thing I'm going to do is write the date and the hours on here. All right, this is 19 millimeter. There's two for the oil case, so I'm just going to drain one. Make sure that my oil pan here's got enough capacity. Oh, I need to pull the plug. That air in. There we go. And I do like to let all the oil drain out if I can. Motor oil than a more critical than the hydraulic oil. We'll let that drain a minute and then I'll go to the other one. I greased all my fittings. The trick that I do is I take a t-shirt and I cut strips and then I wrap them around 3 or 4 times on each side and tie 2 knots. And it keeps the dirt from getting in there and the grease from coming out everywhere, especially up here on the working end up here where it gets all down in the dirt constantly. It seems to make a big difference. Well, the oil has finally stopped dripping. That crush ring is still there. Tighten that up, and next we'll do the oil filter. All right, to get to the oil filter easier and to put the oil in right here, we got to remove this guard, and there's a number 12 screw here on the back side and one over here, so we'll get that removed. All right, we got those 2 bolts out, and you just lift up on it and it comes out. All right, so now the oil filter, I've already loosened it. Remove my little rare earth magnet. gasket came off. Let me go get the new one. So I'm just going to touch gasket to gasket, and that put a little oil on it for me. And you don't have to over tighten these things. Put my rare earth magnet back. And next we can add the oil. It says it holds 6 quarts. So I'm gonna put 5.5 in and then check it. We can add, I just don't want to put too much. All right, next we're going to crank it. Check our levels on our oil and hydraulic, and then we'll do the fuel filter. All right, I can see that I'm low on hydraulic oil in the little view window over there. Now we'll check the engine oil. So we are full, maybe a teeny bit over full. So I didn't need all 6 quarts. So we'll add a little hydraulic fluid. All right, the hydraulic oil came up to normal. It depends on if you got your forks up or down and your box blade up or down as the level. I took a pair of vice grips and crimped off the fuel supply because I have a full tank. And you can see the kind of crud that's in the filter right there. I can get the thing to come out. There it is. Pretty good bit of crud in there. I'm gonna take a paper towel and clean that out. I got 2 new oil O-rings to go in it. Let me get a paper towel here. My video and isn't the best in the world. I got a little remote button here I push that turns it on and off, and I think I was turning it on when I thought I was turning it off, and vice versa, so I'm not sure if I got all the information or not, but hopefully it's enough to help y'all. So that looks pretty clean right there. It's a little tarnished. Next time, next oil change would be 200 hours. I may go ahead and get a whole new filter system here. All right, let me find my filter. All right, so there's a little bitty O-ring. It goes down in that hole there. And then the bigger one bigger one goes there. And we screw it on. I'll release it. You can see it filling up. Just hand tighten. Then there's a valve right here you can turn. You're supposed to crank it with that valve open, like I did. Oh, let's see if she'll crank. Close the valve, and that should be it. And it says if it runs rough, to open that valve again, let it run a minute. And so now that we got it all done, we don't want to run the tractor too hard. We want to go easy on it for 10 minutes or so. Well, we appreciate y'all watching.